What's up, Slingshot Audio Garage? My name is Johnathan Taylor, and with me is Paula. How are you today, Paula?
Hi, how are you guys?
Awesome. And we are in the lab podcast number 31. So be sure if you guys like what we're doing here, like what we're talking about, go to YouTube and like and subscribe, follow us and help us out, get some more subscriptions and be more important, I guess, in the community. So
Yes.
so what's been going on, Paula? How have you been?
Oh man, planning.
You got some kind of event coming up. You were
Something like
talking
that.
about,
Something like that, a little something we're putting together here and there. No big deal.
I've seen the SS Takeover Miami, Final Knockout ad, all over. I shared it, and then all of a sudden, like, it's shared everywhere, with a bunch of different people sharing it. I'm like, well, look at that shit. That's cool.
I wonder where we got the color idea from.
Yeah. When like you said, what do y'all think? I'm like, it's very Miami. It's like,
Yes.
That's the best way to say it. It's very Miami. It's perfect.
Yes. My best friend's been working on it for, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks or so, tweaking this, tweaking that. And finally she sent it today and I was like, you're done. That's it. Nice. Perfect. I loved it. So
it looks good. It looks good. It's cool. I like it. It's catchy because, when they said they weren't going to do it in November in Florida, I was kind of like, oh, so what reason do I go to Florida then? Because I have to go in November. Like, that's the thing, you got to have the story, when you're driving in a Slingshot and it's like freezing in Dallas and then it's 100 degrees in Miami and then it's freezing on the way home. So, I got to have the November ride story.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. I mean, it'll be all right. No big deal.
No, it's going to be awesome. Well,
I know it is actually. Really,
I know. You're trying to play it down because you're not trying to show favoritism. That's
right.
fine.
Right.
But so tonight's guest we have Alan Jones with Audio Hoggz out of Houston, Texas. So we'll bring him on and get to talk with Alan and see what's going on. Man, how's it going, Alan? Damn, we lost the audio.
That's it now, all right? All right. My DSP was muted.
Nice. Yeah.
What's up, good people?
What's up?
Not much. Glad to be here with y'all.
Nice. Well, man, I tell you what, let's start the podcast with my same old question I always do. Let's start with your beginning of your audio career. Like what drives you to do it? What do you like about it? What was it? What captivated you to it, because, so everybody's got their origin story, so that's where I like to start. And then we can, bring it forward into baggers and slingshots and Texas bass.
Texas bass.
Yeah.
So you mean when you say audio career, you talking about music in general or just like installs?
Yes. Yeah. Like, what, like what
from the beginning. So when you were 5 years old,
with if you were like one of the first guys like me that had your dual cassette player making mixtapes in the bedroom, like that was my beginning, So like what brought it to you? Like you obviously like the sound of music, and then it turns into, man, I can make money doing this. And so what caught you with the sound?
Man, this is a long story. Okay, all right. So I come from a family of musicians, right? So, like my dad's a drummer, which led to me. I'm a drummer. So from 1, 2, 3 years old, I was beating drums with my own drum set, just like going hard into it, right? And music has always been a passion of mine. So we started off with the drums, right? So we would always have these family gatherings where, my uncles, they would grab the guitars and, the bass, the electrics. We handled the drums. My aunties, they would sing. I mean, this has been our whole life. It's just music. So as I, grew and developed, like joined the band in middle school, marching band, of course. Then I went over to the symphonic band, which I learned a lot about like keys, your home row keys and, just how to like dial into it. So after that, I started writing, I would write music and put things together. So like, for the band. So I would want the flutes to come in here, the clarinets to come in there. So it like gives you a good idea of how stuff is supposed to sound.
Yep.
So all the way up into college, I mean, I was a band geek, that was me, right? Always into it. So that translated from, creating music with instruments to making music sound good in your cars, right? Now, if anybody know about Houston, right? We got these cars. They got big shiny paint on them with them little wheels that poke out. We call them slabs, baby.
Yep.
So from then, installing, my own stereo stuff and slabs, like building my own boxes. This is like 15, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what got me in love with bass. Because coming up, man, when you doing cardio and you riding slabs and stuff like that, the vocals is okay, but it's all about hearing that.
Yep. That's right.
So, that's more so what it's been about, man. So like we definitely I definitely have had a passion for music, and once I got introduced to how to create bass at like 15, 16 years old, it was on from there, right? So building the boxes, I used to put them all in my cars, and I helped my buddies build boxes in their cars, and then that was kind of our thing. So we went from there, took it a step further, and again, these same kind of cars, man, they had like TVs and stuff in them, so learn how to connect them and run wires and so forth and so on.
Yep.
Man, that was just it. So that was the second part of just kind of getting into these vehicles and moving around with them with your hands and try to make it as cool as you can possibly make it.
Yep.
So
exactly.
Now the next thing is taking it a step further, right? So once I got introduced to motorcycles, it was all on then, man. So the first bike I had, it was a Harley, it was a Road Glide, right? So I remember I had 2 6.5s up top, and I had 4 6x9s in my bags, right? I'm talking about killing it. So I went out to this rally out in Austin. It was called the what was it? I forgot the name of it, but it was a rally in Austin, right?
Yep.
And I'm thinking I'm the big dog, right? Because around my neighborhood, you know how you can be a 10 in the neighborhood, but you like a 2 when you go out somewhere else.
Yeah. Yep.
So I go out there, man, and I hear these other bikes, and I got I think I had some Pioneer 6x9s, in my bags.
Yeah.
And man, I pull up, I see these guys with these big wheels and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm finna shut y'all down, man. So I pull up on side of them, I crank that thing up. And they were nice about it. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And they turned their music up, and I'm like,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, bro, you can do that in a motorcycle?
Yep.
What the heck? So at that point, I just went off the deep end, right? I'm talking about the whole rally. It's like a 2.5, maybe 3-hour ride from Austin back to Houston. I didn't even turn my music on no more after that. I was done. Like, I got to go back and figure this stuff out, man. So, that's when I started kind of experimenting with my motorcycle. Now, I had no intentions whatsoever to start my own shop. No intentions. Like, I didn't, even with the motorcycle stuff, I wanted to figure it out for myself because I wanted to have the best sounding bike. Now, going through it, as I got better at it, I got a lot of my buddies that ride with me, man, and I would drown them out. So they're like, man, why don't you do my music? But the part about installing for other people is whenever something happens, they call you.
Yep.
Right? It's 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey man, my battery don't start.
Yeah.
What the hell you want me to do about it? Charge it. Like get a jump start or something.
Yep.
So at that point, if anybody like, hey man, can you do my music? I'm like, absolutely not. But I can help you do the music so you can do it yourself. So if something happens, don't call me.
Yep.
So, all right. Took it up another notch, right? So as I tried to figure out this whole bass stuff, I couldn't figure out how to get bass in my bags. And I was too, I'm trying to find a good word. I was too impatient to learn port signs. So I
Okay.
tried
Yeah.
to get my wife to learn it. She's smarter than me.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, we got this thing in Houston, right? Where if you wanted to get the perfect bike built, you have to go to 4 different shops, right? You have to
Mm-hmm.
get it built at one shop. You have to get it painted at one shop. You have to get the audio done at another shop, and then you have to get the motor and stuff at
Yeah.
another shop. That's kind of like the rotation. So you're looking at about a 2-year process for all this to be done.
Yeah.
And I entered that process. Once
Mm-hmm.
I got to the peak of me trying to figure out what I can do on my own, I just dropped my bike off at a shop, and it was there for about a year and a half. Trying to get built. Then it went from there. Once I actually got it back, I took it to the other shop and just went through the process. And it was just like, God, dog, it's taking so long, man. And it was stressful calling the shop and not getting an update. You go up there, it's dusty. It was just a horrible process. So then I took the bike and I shipped it. I shipped it out of state, to another shop to try to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And it sat there for like 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
So then I took it from there, and I took it to another shop. And then I think he had the bike for like maybe 8 weeks, 9 weeks. And then he told me, JT, he was like, man, look, we got to start all the way over from scratch because everything's jacked up.
No.
Yeah. It's like, come on.
And how long had it been already?
This has probably been about 2.5 years.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll tell you about this bike, right? So I was a sports bike guy, right? More so Kawasaki to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, man, I was I thought Harley was for old people. You know what I mean? And me, I'm forever young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But and I used to work at this Enterprise, man. It's a rental car place, and it was across the street from a Harley dealership. So I was like, let me go see what these old people be riding on. I went through there, and they was like, yeah, man, we rent them. So I was just like, oh, okay, y'all rent? I didn't know that y'all did that, so let's try it. So I rented the bike, and I took Keisha on a ride. She wasn't even my wife then. She was just my little boot thing. She, but we went on a ride, man, and I was just like, man, this is different. I put the music on, and
Yeah.
it was just like, okay, okay, I kind of like this,
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
made it back, and once I got it back, I had to return it, man. I didn't want to return it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the thing is, once I dropped the bike off, all I could think about was getting me a Harley. You know what I'm saying? And those things was like 20-something $1,000. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to drop that dough on a toy. So
Yeah.
and the reason why I wanted to get that bike redone once I actually got it is how sentimental that bike was. And so next thing I know, Keisha, she's like, yeah, well, why don't you just go up there and get a T-shirt? I'm like, well, I want to go to the store and get a T-shirt. Like, I want the bike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's like, all right, cool, fine. Let's go get a T-shirt. We go get a T-shirt, and I look at it, and the bike that I was looking at, it had a soul sign on it, and my heart just dropped. Like, I should have got it. So we walking out the dealership, and the GM walk up, and he just hands me the keys, like, Alan Jones, here you go. Congratulations.
Oh,
They
stop
start blowing the
it.
horn and ringing the bells. So Keisha, she went back, and she bought the bike and gave it to me as a gift. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it was like, that was my first Harley, my first everything. So with me going through that process of getting it built, it was a lot of sentimental value when it comes to that. So I couldn't just go buy a new bike. You know what I mean? I still have that bike now.
Not at all.
And do you still have the T-shirt?
I don't have a T-shirt no more. It's something about over years when you wash it, you get a little small, like around your stomach area. But you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. The shirt gets smaller.
Yeah, it's the shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the washing machine that we have.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, so no, but that's why it was so important for me to get that bike built, right? Because it was sentimental. So I didn't really care how much I spent on it. I didn't really care how long it took. I just wanted it done right. And once she was like, man, we got to start over from scratch, I was just like, man, forget it. Y'all can keep that stupid bike. And Keisha's like, well, why don't you just get it back and do it yourself? Like, you know how to do it. So we got it shipped back to Houston. And, I had it in my garage and looking at it, and I hired a guy off of Facebook Marketplace, and we just started breaking it down. And then next thing you know, the same buddies that I ride with, they got to telling other people that I had a shop. I was like, I don't have a shop. So got to bringing people over, and next thing you know, it's like
to your house, like just at your house.
Well, I got a photography company, so we got a photography studio. So I was working out of the studio. So he's bringing people over, So I'm like, we had like 8 bikes in the shop, so I had to hire more people. It's like, you know what? Let's do this.
Yep.
Let's freaking do it. So we jumped out the gate strong. And if anybody knows me, you know that I'm an extremist, right? So I didn't just go get a 200, 300 square foot shop. We went to go get an 8,000 square foot shop. Jeez. And we jumped out strong. So I came up with the name Audio Hoggz, audio for music. I mean, audio for Hoggz, for motorcycles. We wasn't even supposed to touch a Slingshot. So that's a whole nother story. And yeah, man, we jumped out and we did it, and here we are, So this was just a failed passion project that turned into a passion business.
Yep.
So now, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's what, and I think that's what makes any business better. When you can see what you don't like about a company or a business or the process. You can see firsthand, like, I don't like the way this works. I don't like the way they do this, and this process is, I get it, but why do we have to do this process? Why can't you just go outside the lines and just do it all in one place, or minimize the outsourcing. So I like that. When you figure it out yourself.
Yeah, and that's how Audio Hoggz came up, and we just like, forget it, we'll do it ourselves. And you know what's funny, JT? This is like year 3.5 for us, and if I tell you my bike is still not done.
No, I believe it.
What? Well, yours is actually still not done? Like your motorcycle still not done?
We finished it. I finished it, and then we broke it down, and then we break it down, and then we get customers. So now owning the shop, my stuff is always pushed to the back of the line.
Yep.
Because the customers always come first, But nah, man, that's how we came about. So I've always been into music, getting into installs and stuff from having things of my own. And then, that experience led me to starting the company, man, and I did it.
And you said it's only been 4 years? Is that what you said?
It's been about 3.5 years.
3.5, wow.
Yeah, so we're the babies in the company, in the community.
Yeah, but you're not a baby. You're like, everybody knows who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and what's funny is, like, there's a lot of shops, a lot of business owners that, start from like a musical background. Like, you played the drums, like I played alto sax. I think Jarrell plays like piano, so like all these people that do music, understand music. Like, I can read sheet music, like just shit like that. You understand sound, and and of course that gets a little muddy when you start doing audio and slingshots or motorcycles. It's not the direct reproduction of the sound, but it's still, you get it. You understand what it should do, and and then then we can fast forward to the playing outside of the lines. Where you take the process is this, and this, and Slingshot boxes are one way, and you're like, you know what? We're going to put a refrigerator on the back of that bitch, and
put a deep freezer on that.
We're going to do what we want to do. And I remember the first time I saw that shit.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
1 second.
I get excited.
Before we get into how you got into slingshots, I have to read a comment out loud that, wifey just got on the YouTube, and I think she's reading the comment. I'm going to just read one of the comments from Mr. TJ. He's asking, and a few people are asking, are you on a swing right now?
Oh, yeah. Look, I'm in a whole egg right now. I am big chilling. I am cool chilling.
Yeah, because he's like moving.
Matters right now. They just need to know.
So look, this is Keisha She Shed. So I'm in her little I don't know what to call this little lounge area of hers. I'm happy she let me sit in here. But this is her little I am in the chat. It's comfortable. I'll bring it to the show, TJ. I'll let you rock in it.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Look at it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm good. I am chilling.
But listen, when we finish, you need to go. I mean, there's about 15 comments about you in this swing.
Hey, look here. You know what? Y'all, you know I'm an opportunist, so you keep playing. I'm gonna have it on the website for sale.
Yeah.
Get your audio Hoggz swing.
That's right.
Yeah,
Someone
I am
said, and
cold.
I have reason to believe that this comment is from Rod from Mid South, and it says, TJ, so that swing came from the photography studio, saying that you were Olin Mills revamped. Someone is talking about an Alabama song sitting on. I'm telling you, there's like comment after comment after comment about.
You know, I can't see the comments. So hold on, I'm gonna have to tap in and see what's going on right here. Y'all better tell these people stop being messy. Y'all know I talk a lot of noise now.
I think he's the first person to swing on a podcast. Yep, he's a swinger. I mean, he is swinging in a swing. No upside down pineapples. What is happening?
Why everybody so infatuated by my swing, man? God, no.
It's funny. At least they're not talking about my pink chair this time, so they're on your swing.
God, no. Y'all ain't know I'm gonna bring it. Next time we have a party tent, I'm bringing out my swinging chair.
Yeah.
And I bet y'all gonna go get you one once you see how comfortable it is.
Yeah, they will too. It's like it looks kind of comfortable, just chilling, hanging out.
Well, you might not know this, but in the comments, someone is charging you a rental fee, and she's probably sitting right in front of you. So you better pay up.
Oh yeah,
it's all good.
Like he said, she's charging you a rental fee for use of her space. So
if she do that, I'm gonna start her tab on the peach.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. No, man, I am definitely in the swing and with no swingers, but we got it.
Perfect.
But no, that's how it came about,
Yeah, and that's what I don't know. That's what keeps it interesting, because you get to see what what's it say? That swing has a BBL.
That's game changer.
You doggone right, and it's the real game changer swing too.
That's right. It's gonna have sub boxes and shit on the side.
It is a sub box, the whole thing. You see?
And that was a comment from Rob on Facebook, but at the almost exact same time, TJ on YouTube put, "Yep, he's swinging in a BBL."
Yeah, yeah, that's perfect. But and that's what's funny is I know another shop. Well, I'll say Sound Evolution did the 15s and what's her name's Black Mamba Slingshot, and they didn't really extend the rear end. They just kind of rebuilt it a little bit. So it's like, okay. But when you did Undertaker, the first time I saw it in Texas City, I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I didn't even hear it yet. I was just like, this bitch gonna bang. Like, I just knew it was gonna be ridiculous. And it was like, and then of course when it played, it definitely didn't disappoint. It's like, y'all ain't ready for that kind of bass, and it was totally different. And I like that shit because it's totally out of the box, like, can you put this on here? I don't know. I mean, I guess we can do anything you want. How much money you got? Like, that's basically the conversation. Cause and when you do it and it actually works, that's even cooler. And then, half the people hate it. And then half the people hate it because they don't have it. And, and that's fine, and it's like, it's not fair. They shouldn't have to be able to blah, blah. Whatever, man, that bitch beats. Whatever you want to say, okay, we can agree on it. Start you a platform, change the rules.
Yeah.
But that bitch bangs, and I think that's what it's about is doing something and just completely off the wall that what somebody else has done, because it does get kind of same old routine when you see the same fender pods. Everybody's fender pods on the side are the same, and then Maniacs are not. It's like, what is that? What's going on here? It's just, I like that shit. It's just different. I mean, it's probably not a sellable part that you could just reproduce over and over and over. But when it comes to sound, it's like, it's exactly what the customer wanted and, what everybody wants to hear and what everybody wants their shit to sound like.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do that. So it's
Yeah.
like,
Or they can't afford it, and then they say that just doesn't even look like a slingshot anymore.
Yeah.
Shut the.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
no,
normally
the main line is that
It's just ridiculous.
it's not all about bass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I remember like so we came up with that idea. We wasn't the first to do it, of course, but I think that we were the first to put a fourth order on the bike, right?
Mhm.
So we came out with that with Maniac, right? I think it was last season. I'm not sure, but so we were just like looking at it. It's like, man, what the hell can we do to get more bass out of this thing? So I'm
Mhm.
like, huh. I was like, well, I wonder if we do a fourth order, like what that'll sound like. He's like, man, well, we
Yeah.
need crazy airspace for that. So I'm like, well, how about we just make it extend out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I remember when it first came out, people was hating on it because we just run line did and stuff like that. And you know, again, we're new, so we haven't got to that pretty part yet. Well, I take that back. We just stepping into that making it pretty part. You know,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
more so focused on making it sound good, right?
Yeah.
So we put it on there and people were hating, man. I forgot who said it, but they was like, man, like he got a whole BBL on the back of Maniac. So that's what I
Yep.
feel that's what that term that came from when it
Yep.
comes to Slingshot. But we were the
It
first
did.
one to do a fourth order on it. And the reason why, JT, is like we just like cool shit. Cause like we were using
Yep.
your boxes, trying to figure
Yep.
out how we can get bass out of those boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we got really good bass. But
Yep.
as it got louder, it's like, man, we need
Yep.
something a little bit more deep, something that's gonna
You need
carry,
more.
something
Yep.
that's gonna travel.
Yep.
And we just did it. You know how it is, like when you're the first at doing stuff, right? If it works out, it's like you're a genius. If
Yeah,
it
yeah.
don't, then you're crazy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know,
Or
and we
both.
yeah, we did it, man, and it worked out. And he steamrolled everybody, you know, for a long time. And then Jack was like, huh, hold my beer real quick, hold my lemon juice.
Yep.
Let me figure this
Hold my
out.
lemon juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
my lemon drop.
yeah.
Yep.
So after every show, you know, Lemon Drop just started getting better and better and better. So then it's like, hey, this joker done caught us with bass. Okay. So then now we moved over to Beast, and we didn't really get a whole lot of time to play with Beast because I think I made Beast too musical for Pete, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't really get a lot of time to really showcase what that bike can do. So when we built Undertaker, y'all don't know Julius, man, super, super, super good guy. He's a humble guy, he's a
Yep.
quiet guy, you know,
Yeah, he's a
like
cool guy.
and he just came in and I think he was with House of Sound at first, and we were just like kind of picking with him with Maniac and the music, and he just like, man, I want to build a monster. I was just like, don't you come in here talking all crazy to me now. It's like, I want to
Yep.
build a monster. I want it to be dominant. I want it to be the baddest thing anybody ever seen.
Yeah.
So we was like, you know what? We did pretty good with the fourth order, and now people are trying to catch the fourth order. It's like, why not do nothing? Why not let's just go crazy? You know, so
Yeah.
we built that bike with no looks, nothing in mind. I knew that we wanted to call it the Undertaker. So the original idea was like we would just build some caskets and put it on the back of the bike and just
Yep.
have it to be stupid. And then
Yep.
once we finished it, well, the audio portion of it, it was the same day as the Texas City show. We
Okay. Yeah.
wasn't supposed to bring that bike out, but it just sounded so goddamn good. We were just like, let's
Yep.
go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And we took it out there, man, and we just like, I mean, it's so cool for me to just see people like jaw drop when they hear it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that bike, man, even still to today, you know, whenever it's healthy, Julie's a hard player. So it's just amazing to see what we can create. Like you draw it up in your mind and you can go through so many different tests and so many different
Yep.
trials. But once it comes out and it sounds like that, then it's pretty good. You know, like it's pretty cool. And then, you know, you got your haters, right? You got everybody got something to say that can't match or beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and I think that it affected no one actually. We didn't give a shit. So we just turned it up and we just kept it jamming, man. So like whoever has something to say, we just laugh at it and we just keep it moving. Y'all call it Ashley Furniture Boxing. I don't care what y'all call it. Beat it.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
But yeah.
But you're right. You're right. It is. It's, you know, it you built what the customer wanted, like at the end of the day, that's what they wanted, and
Yeah.
and I know everybody's got a different view as to how they want it to look, or what they feel like looks the best. But I think, from an installer background, from somebody who has to create shit or figure something out on the fly, like a slingshot is that. So like when you say I'm going to rig this, no, that's custom, because and I throw that word around because it's true. Like, you're creating something, building something on something that don't belong, or you're not supposed to be able to travel with it. And so you got to figure out brackets. How's that shit wire? Like, how does it mount? What's the practicality of it? If you hit a bump, is it going to crack in half? Like, there's so much going on to create something like that. It's all custom. At the end of the day, it's all custom because it doesn't belong here. So I have to customize it.
That's true, and that it used to frustrate Keisha. She's very protective of me because I'm really quiet.
I'm sure she's ready to box.
I heard her laugh in the background.
But I mean, because people would say like, you just build the box and put it on a slingshot. You can't do that, because like you said, it has to be mounted. So like whenever he like Julius lives about an hour maybe like an hour and 15 minutes away from my shop, right? Mm-hmm. So he has to drive back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So that bike is safe. It can ride. People's like, how do you take the back tire off? And like, you just don't. Just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Yep. It's like, it's not rideable. It's like it does ride. It actually rides smoother with the weight on the back. It feel like it balances out the sling a little bit more, in my opinion. So it's like,
it's true.
All these things that people have to say, it's just kind of it's just a little amusing, man. But
it's just noise. It's noise because they don't have it.
Read this comment.
What did it say?
What did it say? Jack said Audio Hall has bad pass. Okay. I'm trying to get once we heard the sling experience. Sarah said, okay. Yeah, well, y'all did a good job at doing it, though. So shout out to Jack, man. They came up because when Pete called me and said that he got beat by Lemon Drop, I'm like, man, stop playing. The judge, the first thing that we want to say, the judges must didn't like me. I was like, man, I just heard Lemon Drop and Sling Experience, bro. Like, ain't she a featherweight? Like, how you get beat by Lemon Drop? Because I'm thinking that Pete done the Pete thing. He just played something, an opera song or something like that. Like, Pete, what did you do? Yeah. And then once I heard it, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I think I was in New Orleans when I heard it. I was like, or Slidell. It was like, holy shit, what is happening there? Like, I think that's when she had beat him. But and that's it though. Like, I think if you can make something, anybody in the industry, if you can make something that makes somebody else have to work harder to achieve more, and if they do it in their way or whatever, but if you build something where, now they're like, shit, you put them on notice. They're like, I'm going to show up with this and I'm going to hurt you. And then they're like, fuck, we got to figure it out. And I like that. That's how it's supposed to be.
Hey, Jack snuck up on us with that one right there. He did, right? Because normally we would just base people out the ring. Of course we have the vocals because if you can hear any of our bikes, like, and it used to frustrate me a little bit, when people say it's not always about bike. But JT, you heard our bikes. Our bikes are musical too.
Yeah,
absolutely. We're just bass heavy. Like we just like, we can bang, so we can do it. Yep. But then Sarah came out with Lemon Drop and she had the bass and then her vocals was good too. So I felt like with Maniac, it was like a neck and neck type deal. But Sarah started mixing these songs and learning her volume and learning her bass. So it's like, it went past the bikes playing against each other, and it got more focused on the players playing against each other, because now the bikes are neck and neck. Now, what are you going to do to be able to beat that bike? And I think that's when we saw the evolution of Celeste, right? Because she got more serious about it, because your bike is just not 8, 9, 10 times better than your competitor. Now y'all are neck and neck. So now you as a player, you have to be able to control this bike, to be able to allow this bike to sound the best that it can to beat that limit,
Exactly.
And so that was pretty cool. And I think that with shops, if we could continue to push ourselves and to push our competitors, then that's how we continue to raise the bar on this community, man, because they definitely did that with us, and I'm grateful that we had that challenge because now Celeste is like, if you ever seen her in the ring, like she's laser focused.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
she's
yeah,
hot, she is
yep,
dancing all over the place, right?
Hell
yep,
yeah.
But when she's playing, she is focused because now it made her step her game up as a player,
yep,
and like
exactly.
now she has a good bike and she can display the bike,
Hmm.
and she's a good player. So that's cool. I really, 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 really love that happened because it
Yep,
just, I mean, it makes you keep going, So what are we
yeah.
going to do next? What are we going to do
And that's
next?
the underestimated. That's definitely the underestimated part of competing is knowing your bike, knowing the sound, knowing your volume, knowing what songs to play, what sounds the best on that particular you know in the ring. Like I believe in you shouldn't have to go to a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
You should have the hottest songs on deck. So when they play, there's no doubt I won.
Yeah.
And but that doesn't always work out that way. You just need to approach it that way every time, and then hopefully you don't have to.
Yeah. Hey, I saw Mo West say coming to the hog pen too. That's gonna
Yeah,
be hard right there.
to the hog pen.
Come on through, bro. We can make a hog out of you, dog.
Yeah, that
Is
is
there
though, man.
something
That's
called the Pete phenomenon that
Oh,
Keisha's writing on
do
here?
y'all don't know about that yet?
Well,
what's the
explain because
Pete phenomenon?
white people
Oh.
didn't teach it.
How Celeste let you make it with that.
Because I'm not going to read
Do
Jay's
you want to
very
explain Keisha, you want to come in my swing?
Come
Step in
swing
my
with
office?
I'm having too much fun reading the comments.
All right. There you go.
Uh-oh.
All right, don't break it now. We're on camera.
I'm
Y'all
what am I
gonna break-
explaining? Hey y'all.
Hey,
Pete phenomenon.
Well, TJ said that Alan was being messy by saying, doing the Pete thing. He said being messy is putting it on a t-shirt. So if we're gonna put it on a t-shirt, we're gonna make it sophisticated. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Pete is the parking lot pimp king.
Correct.
But he is not the king of the ring. When he get in there, we be like, Pete, what you playing?
I interject. That's now. But the 2024, 2025, Pete, he gonna be a beast though. You gotta watch
be
him
better.
now.
He's in Celeste training. He in her school, her schooling.
Pete, she coming with this girl power stuff. Get out my swing.
No, because wait. Time out, because I am going to call Pete out right now. He tried to join the ladies chat. He tried to join the Queens of Slings Facebook page. And he even answered the question. I think one of the questions that we have on there is like, are you a female Slingshot owner? And I think he put far from it.
Hey, you can't be mad at that. At least he answered the questions honestly. But you still can't be in the group, Pete. We love you.
Nope.
You're gonna have to eye hustle.
Yeah, it is that you got to learn. You got to learn the sound. I mean, yeah, who else was it? Bill Brown. Bill Brown's is the king of parking lot. Like he'll blast his shit in the parking lot. It'll sound good, man. He'll get it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And then he'll play the same stuff in the ring, and it's like you can't do that. That's not the same. It's not the same sound, man.
And that's the thing, man. Like, because see, a lot of people get on Pete about the ring stuff, right? Now, I don't know what happens from the time that he roll into the ring and the time that he roll out, right? Because you got a lot of people that take this stuff more serious than others, right? Pete just like to have fun, man. And I get it, but it's like, bro, this is still a sport. You know what I'm saying? Zone in, but Pete. But you get him out, like if you just ever heard him just normally playing the bikes, man, he's just like killer with it, man. But once he get in the ring, he just like, oh man, I just want to have fun, baby. I just want to have fun, baby. No, you can't do that. You have to be serious.
Exactly. Yeah,
so
I
love him for that, man. But that's just his thing, man. But once he get out there and he get with Beast, I think he got a few people on his hit list. So you're gonna see a different version of Pete when he come out.
Nice. That's fun though, man. That's what it's got to be. Like that the attitude. It's like it just has to be that way because you see it get muddied down and watered down with shops that like to talk shit about shops, and it's like there's no benefit to that. You know, like
Yeah.
you might feel better right now because you get something off your chest or whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. All they see is somebody talking shit about somebody else, and now they can't wait to see you fuck up.
Yeah,
And
for sure, man.
that's
And you know, I
psychology.
hate that, man. Like, I hate that it can't be. Somebody told me this when I first got in the game, right? You know, it was one of the OG guys that have a shop. He was just like, "Look, man, I like what you're doing. I like what you got going on. I always liked your sound." You know, but he was like, "Man, look, just promise me to stay humble. You know, like, don't let it get to your head, and then don't let the outside influences get to your head. You know." And that really stayed with me, you know, throughout it, because you got a lot of shops, man, that they just hate for no reason. You know, it's like, and we show love to a lot of people, you know, but we ain't soft. So like, if you do hate, you know, it's like we gonna give you that energy. But at the same time, it's like, it's no need to do that, man. Like, we all have a common interest. We like playing with toys and playing with music, you know, making a little money, you know, bringing it home and sharing it with our family. You know, it's like, why do you need to bring another shop down to be able to do that?
Right.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so just, you know, it should be more open conversations. What I mean by that is like, because when you see everybody in person, everybody is cool with you, right? But when you turn around and they have these closed door conversations, they talk about you like a dog. So I'm saying it should be more open conversations. Yeah, you know, through shops, I feel like we can help each other. Like, I feel like it's a lot of things that I've done wrong that I can help another shop coming up, and another shop may have done wrong, and they can help us. You know.
Yep.
So,
Exactly. Because I mean, there's
what the Phoenix talking about that we need a queen. Now look, y'all gonna have to stop with this women empowerment stuff. We've been letting y'all make it. I'm gonna tell y'all what we can do. We're gonna come together as a men unit, and we're gonna turn off the credit cards that y'all using for these upgrades. Look at Paula, like hold on, partner. Hold on, partner.
Hold on one second.
So whatever shop you go to, Paula, I'm gonna call them, because I'm sure it's a man that run it. Shut her down. Nothing. Y'all gonna stop with all this women empowerment stuff, all right?
Look,
hey, I have to.
Girl power, we make each other better. Competitors, there are more women watching this show daily, well, weekly, than men. So
yeah, y'all wait till we're gonna make our.
I don't even compete. That's the best part. I don't even compete.
We're gonna make our show. It's gonna be the real husbands of slingshots or something like that. We're gonna make our own group. We're gonna make our own group,
Slingshot world.
and we're gonna run this. And y'all want to have all this women empowerment stuff, and look at like Mama talking about, we make our own money.
She does make her own money. I make my own money.
Hey, look, I'm not taking away from that. But I'm just saying, we're gonna have to come up with something. You know what? I'm gonna call Byron. We're gonna get this straight. So we're gonna build a Black Mamba too, and we're gonna go back and forth and let Byron play that thing. And
but he's gonna be too busy, you know, frying the fish. Who's gonna cook for us at these shows? Leave Byron alone.
So now y'all want us to cook. See, we gotta stop this right now, JT. We gotta nip it in the bud.
Hey,
and
I have
JT,
to have that full transparency. My wife's credit card, and she pays the bills, and I cook for her. So I'm just gonna go and put that out there. I can't really join your group.
JT, you know what?
Listen, ladies, hold on, because I'm gonna shut this shit down. We need to go
join the Sling Sisters, because I'm like a house husband. She hooks me. I'm in her office. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm talking real talk, and I'm in my wife's swing, huh?
Yeah,
exactly. You're in your wife's office. You're also in your wife's office. I'm in my own office. Last time I checked. I'm just saying. But listen, Queens of Slings, we need to go through every single member on this page, because I just saw a comment and I lost it, but I think it was TJ saying that he has a burner account and that he's in there. So every single person.
Hit them screenshots, TJ. Hit them screenshots before they find you, man. We need to see what they talking about in there.
No.
No,
that's
man.
Hilarious.
It's pretty cool, man. I enjoy it, and Keisha got into it, and she really enjoyed it too. You know, so it's fun, man. And like having that group like that, that's cool, because I don't know if y'all notice how often Keisha and I post on our personal Facebook page. Never. But being able to have a group like that makes it a little bit more comfortable to still, communicate and chat. It's a little bit more personable.
Look at
So
that.
that's dope. Y'all keep doing y'all thing for now. But JT,
You guys are gonna
this is your fault. This is your fault, JT.
What happened?
You're gonna stop. Hold on. You guys are gonna just skip over this big ass comment on the screen.
Byron competing with Black Mama person. Number one.
Well, here's the thing. I can tell you what happened with that, Tanya, if you just asked me. Now, Byron just didn't want to take all the glory. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have.
Sounds right. Yep.
And so he just waited to let you do it so you can feel, you can get the love. Because he could have done it.
That's male psychology. Like, baby, are you sure you like this house? I mean, I don't know. Are you sure?
Yeah. So that's how that works. It. So shout out to Byron for that, man. That's a real move, man. You're a real one for that, B.
Good job taking that hit.
But now, JT, you stopped competing. And since you stopped competing in featherweight, and now Lemon dropped and gone all assassin,
girl power,
assassin, killing everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
So now, it's your fault, JT. You started with that.
I mean, I always say, I always had anybody could beat me with bass, but my highs was always there. The mid bass, it was ready. But man, her shit's pretty nice. So I don't know if mine would be on that level right now. But
it's all good.
But it's fun though. I like to see the women get in there and do it because it's not just a guy's thing, you can, they can play the slingshot too, they hear something different. And it's cool to see couples communicate and actually agree on one thing. Like, I like that part, I can't decorate the bathroom with my wife,
Hold on, JT. You need some therapy or something over there, man?
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah. I like to see the communication. Over there, man. I have to keep looking at the door, make sure she don't come in.
Nah, man, it's dope, man, and like everybody have their own swag too. Like all the women, it's like it's super super serious. Like Sarah, she be her dad. Then when the bass hit, she hit that, and Black Mama, she just be focused. She don't ever look up. Like she be on the grind, and she be singing while she's doing, like she performing. Like, girl, focus. Watch the bass knob. And Celeste, she just gonna jump in there. So it's cool to see the competitors and the female coming to it, man. So I enjoy it though.
Yeah, it's good. I think it probably eliminates a lot of fights too, because guys get all butt hurt and they'll get all in their feelings and shit and be ready to box over something stupid. And it's like, where girls are like, oh, thanks, girl. They're all happy and shit. Two guys lose, you lose against somebody else. You're like, man, that's some bullshit. It's like, wow, y'all ready to box over this? That's stupid. Yeah. So it's good to see girls play because there's not going to be none of that battle and shit.
Yeah, man, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, the game has definitely evolved. So, we just move along with it, man. And whatever it brings to us, we just take it and we roll with it.
Yep.
Oh, I like this idea that Jack just posted. He said top 5 females versus their significant other doing team battles.
Well, Jack gonna have to lend me one of those 75 bikes he got over there. So I don't have a bike. But Jack.
Facts.
Now, Alan don't never let me play what I want to play because I'm a thug at heart, right? Y'all just don't know. It's in me. It's not on me. But if we battling the husbands, I'm down.
Now look, everybody's
I think he means like as teams. I think he means, Jack, can you explain? Because I kind of like that idea. I think like you two would be a team. Him and Sarah would be a team.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what he's saying. And do like, he's saying
use the same
sling. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, use the same sling and then like play different songs and that. Is that what he's saying? I don't know.
I mean, look. If we trying to keep this women empowerment stuff going, y'all don't want to put them against the men because where y'all think they learned it from?
We didn't learn that.
Listen, can my technical guru just change this and put Alan Jones? Can we just change that, please, to Keisha? Thanks.
Period. You got dismissed, babe.
That's funny.
Now, whichever version we do is gonna be fun, cause I think that's just what we like about it. Just getting in the ring and having fun. I'm gonna sing all the songs because I know all the words, and I'm gonna dance. That's all I got. That's what I got for y'all.
We were getting mad when the song was over in the bleachers at Memphis. I was like, damn, that was
still singing the lyrics. Right. The next competitor was playing their song. We had to finish the line though.
Yeah.
That's perfect. And that's what makes it fun though. Like sometimes it's way more fun to, be in parking lot pimping or let's say play up out of your class and play just ridiculous songs. Like that's what I like to do. Just so I'm not trying to play the same old songs, and I like to just jump into some other shit because now we're just playing music and having fun, and it's just on a bigger stage.
For sure, man.
Oh,
and that's
name
what
change
it's about.
done, baby. Look at your name.
Oh man.
It took you.
See?
This is my podcast.
Ted,
it took your whole podcast.
Ted, we need to have a talk, Ted. Because whose side are you on right now? All right. Now, Ted, we need to have a talk about this. Paula is just up here by herself, and it's me and JT, and you just gonna let her just change the game like that.
I'll talk about y'all logistics later. It's too late. It's
Ted,
done.
I can't believe you, Ted. Ted, I can't believe you.
That was perfect.
Let me take a screenshot with my name on this thing.
There you go.
See? Ted, we gotta have a talk, Ted. We gotta have a TED talk.
TED talk. Yeah, that's perfect.
But yeah, nah, man, it's all about fun. And if y'all know us, y'all know Audio Hoggz, man. It's like we're gonna have some good sounding bikes for sure. And we're gonna have fun, man. That's what we love. We just have fun. Like, we just have fun. Like we have fun. And that's the main part about it. Don't forget to have fun. We all got a lot of money invested into these machines. And we bought these slings to have fun in them. We put these music in it to have fun. We go to these shows, we travel to have fun. So we are 100% enforcers of fun. You know what I mean? That's what we do. So we're gonna talk noise, we're gonna have fun.
If you can make money doing it, then it's like, shit, that's cool. Like I really work for a living? Like that's cool.
Yeah.
And then so I was gonna ask you about the new Slingshot that you brought in, with the teal color. So that was one of the first the first ones that were, like, okay, we're gonna do something crazy big, but let's make it prettier. It's still gonna be, it's gonna have the Audio Hoggz flavor on it with the big boxes, but this time you got it painted inside, you got the plexi, you see the port, like it's, it was a little more, show for sure. Tell me about that thing.
So it's evolution, right? So, of course, like I said, we're coming out with Maniac. We built them out of wood and we put rhino line on them. We did Beast, we built them out of wood. We did a little body work and we tried to paint them, right? So we listen, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the things that we see or people say, like we listen to the feedback and I take it to the lab and we adjust it, right? So we're coming with that bike. So Mr. Frank, that's our guy, man. I love Mr. Frank. He's like an older version of me, but he's just crazy. So I love him. Now he came and the bike was originally done by House of Sound. So the side pods, the headrest pods, all those were made by House of Sound, right? Okay. So once he brought it to us, he wanted to get, a little bit more bass. So it was like, all right, bet, we got you. So we asked him if he wanted to make it to where he could get the most that he can get, or if he wanted to build it for three-wheel showdown platform. And he decided that he wanted to get the most he can get. So we built the box and we're just like, man, how about we just do something different? You know what I'm saying? Like, how about we put plexi on the sides, we make it see-through? Because, once you get to going out there, JT, like you get great. I don't want to say get great, but like once you get like to the point to where you're beating people, they always say you're cheating, right? So they're like, oh, he got two subs in there. Oh, he got three 18s in there, man. He said he was, so it's like, you know what? Cool. Just so we can shut all that up, because we always put plexi in front of all of our bikes, right? So we was like, this time we're going to put plexi on the front and on the side. So that way, once you hear it, you can look right in there and see it's just 112, bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So we did that, you know, and it was like aesthetically that'd be cool, but not knowing that building a sling is one part of the process. Making the sling pretty is the second part of the process. So now we got to paint the inside. We got to, you know, so it was a lot more work than anything that we've ever done before. But the end result was definitely something that made it worth it, right? So that's BMF.
Absolutely.
We named it BMF.
Yeah, BMS, bad motherfucker for real. Like
bad motherfucker right there, man.
I was on my little scooter riding around, talking shit, and I heard y'all playing. I'm like, what is this? What are they doing over here? And I drove around there. I'm like, holy shit, what is this thing? You know, and it's definitely shaking the ground. You know, so it's nice. Like it's definitely
So with him,
over
and then
the
another
top.
thing with Snowman, I think Lee with Slingworks made all the pods for it, so it was already pretty with that. So we made the box and we painted the box. We painted the inside of the box. So you know, just going through it and making adjustments aesthetically to make it look good. Because I mean, because at Joey Illusion, he does body work and paint stuff at the shop, right?
Yeah.
But see, we don't. You know, we do audio, we do wiring, so we have to outsource that. And you know how hard it is to find a good painter. Good Lord.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, man. But just elevating with doing that stuff, man. That's what we did. So we came out with
And
it,
that's good,
and
man.
she's a looker,
And you know,
and she sounds good.
And you know, and not everybody wants as much as people don't understand this part is that not everybody wants it to look pretty like that. I just want that shit to beat. It's for me, and I'm never going to compete, but I want it to beat. And that's you know, there's real customers out there like that. You know.
Yeah, for real,
So
and they are. And for us, we're kind of like that too. But looking at the response that we got from Undertaker, we had to step our game up, you know, as far as look, because people noticed that. I had a lot of people that came up to us at the Memphis shop that was like, man, I've always wanted you guys to do my bike, but I never wanted it ugly. I was like, okay. You know, I didn't know how to take that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, thank you. You know, like he was like, yeah, but now with that, man, like that sealed the deal for me, man. I'm definitely coming to you, man. You know, it's like a lot of people had that, you know, respond. So I'm glad that we did it. It was a lot more work. So we got 2 more coming out. It's gonna be some pretty beasts. Nice. So we tell them at Audio Hoggz, we build sexy things that's gonna light your ass up.
I've heard both those things.
You heard that?
Perfect.
Nah, but that's what we get, man. Like, and I feel like looking at Jack's bikes, and I turn around and I look at our bikes. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know what, I got to step my game up. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the evolution of the different shops.
Yep. No, exactly. And you know, and it's I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's you know, people like different styles and stuff like that, but you know, we do. You know, like I'm trying to put some 17-inch swingers on my slingshot. You know, like, and everybody will say I'm an idiot for that shit, but it would look cool to me. It'll be the coolest shit ever. But anybody in Florida will be like, that dude's ridiculous. Like that's the ugliest shit ever. You know. But it's cultural, man. It's where I grew up. So like my man Raymond's got Dayton's on his, and people are like, y'all drive to Florida with that shit on? It's like, yeah, man, whatever. Shit, you ride everywhere with it. So it is. It's just a different vibe. It's a whole different attitude, and what you like and what you don't like, and what you're good with and what you're not. So
oh, Jason, be nice. He said that is not the reason we're going to call you an idiot, JT.
Motherfucker.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, JT, I would love when you play, man, because you always gonna come with some deep-rooted H-Town stuff, man. So what, like JT, where you get that from, bro? Like, where you was hanging out at, man, for you to play that, bro?
They don't even know. I pull out that old Big T or.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that wasn't on the radio, JT. Like, where you get that from, dog?
Nope. You pull out that C note from 94, and you're like, how does he even know?
JT been in somebody's hood, dog.
Yeah, that shit's funny. That shit is funny. What's the guy that works with you? Is it your son or is it your worker or?
Probably Brandon. Yeah, that's my guy, man.
Yeah, maybe so. He's always like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you playing at H-Town?" I'm like, "Yeah, the next round, the next round." He's
Hey,
always
we
ready for
look
me to
forward to
see
it
what I'm gonna hit him with.
every time.
Yeah, that shit is
Yeah.
funny.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's cool, man.
but
But hey,
that's
it's
what makes it fun. It's not a, and I like playing in the bigger rounds, knowing I'm not gonna win, just so I can play some music. Just
yeah,
and get away
yeah,
from that same old shit you're about to play. And
yeah. That's
it's
true
fun. It's got to be fun.
for sure,
Yeah,
man.
life's too short for to be bickering and arguing over some dumb shit. You know, it's that big
But
T.
yeah, man.
Yep.
So what else we got, man? Let's get some hot topics. What y'all got?
Let me ask you something.
Uh
Because
oh.
I got some Florida people on here. I got a bunch of Texas people
Uh
on here.
oh.
You know what I'm going to ask you. I don't compete, so I'm just asking the question. Where and why and how and who started this Florida versus Texas base? Please explain.
Okay. So all right. So it started. It's it's five
Talk some
letters.
shit. Talk some shit. I
J
want to hear the
O
shit
K
talking.
Joker. That's where the Texas versus Florida base came from. Because when he came down, I guess that was what was it?
Experience.
Sling Experience, and he won the Texas base, right? So ever since then, he's been crunk about like the best base, not the Texas base, the best base, best base, best base. So,
Yep.
I think that's where it started from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't think Jack more so claims the bass. He claims the all around sound, which he had with Lemon. And but I think it started from that because it was never really a question on where you had to go to get bass. Everybody knows that Texas is the place for bass.
Facts.
And then once Joker won best bass, I think that's where it started at. I wasn't at the show, so I don't know who all competed in the best bass competition.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you, Paula, if you have the best bass competition at your show and you tell Joker to bring his trophy, it's coming back in somebody's trailer to Texas.
Eek! Eek! Eek!
And then
I'm gonna
and we
say it
could go.
again. I'm gonna say it again.
All right, say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Paul,
Say it again.
if
Hold
you
on.
have the best
Hold
bass,
on, because he's not watching right now. So I'm
call
gonna
him.
put it in the
Put him
group
on
chat.
FaceTime. Tell him I said it.
Hold on.
So
Okay,
look here.
go.
If you have the best bass competition at your show in Florida and Joker was to bring his trophy, I guarantee you it would be on somebody's trailer headed back to Texas.
Whose trailer?
Anybody. It could be
Somebody.
on Audio Hall's trailer. It could be on the 12-volt trailer. It could be on the API trailer. It could be on Sound Evolution trailer. You pick a trailer. Any, mini, mighty, mo, they got to go out of Florida.
Okay, so I
It
guess
could be
we're
a Team
adding
No
that.
trailer.
It could be Team No Trailer. It could be in Game Changer. I'm not Game Changer. Rainmaker sitting passenger
Yep.
side with a seatbelt on, headed back to Texas.
Seatbelt.
But I know that it's going back to Texas for that base.
Okay,
And
so
and look here, if Jack got something to say about it, if the shoe fit, make it pretty and put it on.
Oh,
all right. So all my Florida people, whether
make it
you're
sexy.
down here in South Florida or you're up there in North Florida, Central Florida, that trophy is not leaving Florida.
Hey, so let me make it more
Set it up.
controversial. You ready for this?
I'm gonna send it in the group chat right now. I'm gonna tell his ass to come on.
I'm gonna make it more controversial with my opinion, and it doesn't mean shit because but it's facts. Joker bass is not bass. That's mid bass.
Oh damn, I didn't record that.
That's not bass. That's mid bass. That hum, that 40 hertz hum, or that 50 hertz, 60 hertz hum is not bass.
What do you got? That boom, 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 boom.
And it hums like it suckers. Like it's humming, man. It's like, yeah, damn, and it's in your chest like mid bass does, and it's mid bass.
All right.
Singing Experience was mid bass.
All right. So you
That's my opinion.
so
But that's
JT,
what I
you heard Joker's bass, right?
Yep.
And you heard Undertaker's bass, right?
Yep. Undertaker has bass, a real bass. So if we're gonna call bass,
Does that
like
mean
if
Joker
it's
got fake bass?
got
Somebody
mid
get
bass.
Joker on here.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's mid
Look,
bass.
I know. I'm
We
just
have
messing.
a comment from my husband saying the only way it's leaving on a trailer is if you steal the slingshot and take the bass speaker. Take the whole fucking slingshot.
That's perfect. I mean, you can play songs that fit your slingshot, and it will be phenomenal. And that's what he did. He played songs that fit his slingshot, fit his bass note. But not everybody can play that stupid ass Wiz Khalifa song on my level. That's bass. That's sub bass. Not everybody can play that song. I challenge people, go play that song. What is your bass and what does it do? Can you even hear the first part of it, or does it you only hear the high end part?
Yeah.
That's different. That's so what are we classifying as bass?
As
when
bass,
I say
yeah.
bass, it's Texas
I guess that's
bass.
true.
Texas bass is rumble. Texas bass is that low, that beat, that
Yeah.
So
412.
why didn't you guys win the trophy?
You said what now?
Hey,
Why didn't you guys win that trophy?
we weren't the judge.
Hold on, Paul. I thought you didn't
Also
compete
now it's the judge, right?
Hold on, Paula.
No.
Paula, I thought you didn't compete. Now your husband jumped in the comments. You just turned into Wonder Woman.
No,
right,
I'm just trying to. I love just shit talking. I have no idea.
All right. I just want to make sure now.
I've said it from day one. He didn't beat Brad at Sling Experience, in my opinion. It didn't happen.
Brad was there?
He beat Brad in heavyweight. And
really?
That didn't happen. That wasn't real. But
I haven't heard
not a
Joe.
judge.
The first time I think
it's loud.
What was it?
It
was it last year? It was either last year or year before last when I seen him with all those speakers. I was like, oh, they ain't no way that's gonna sound good. And he played it, and I was like, oh, this shit got a jam. Like it does sound good. It really sounds good. So I always liked this sound, but I didn't hear his bass, and I don't know if he upgraded the bass from like 2 years ago to now, which I'm sure he did.
No. When he pulled up Sling Experience this year, that motherfucker's got bass. Like it's humming, like woo shit.
And I don't know how he got that many speakers to still sound good. So I love the sound of the bike, but I didn't get to hear the bass. I'm just super confident about all of our camps out of Texas. I know that we can take them.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess I gotta add. Damn, y'all making me spend more money on this show. Now I gotta add another trophy. Oh no, wait. You said you're gonna take the trophy, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the trophy.
Okay, so scratch that. No more money spending for me.
He has to put his trophy up if he thinks it's that good.
He has to put his trophy up. And if he don't put his trophy up, he has to make a post and say that he admits that he was afraid of the Texas bass. And I got to make him a profile picture with all of the Texas shops, and he has to put it as his profile picture for the duration of the Florida show. If he chooses to not show up and compete for his crown.
Okay.
Damn, that's a call out right there.
This is like the biggest call out I've ever heard. Now, you guys saw or you heard Joker at Sling Experience in April.
Yeah.
Even Jack is saying Joker's bass is new. It's not the same. And I mean, that's all I'm gonna say.
If it's not what I heard at Sling Experience, then maybe I don't know. But what I heard at Sling Experience, it was Florida bass, and that's not Texas bass. Now I'm not talking Jack. Jack's done something different with like Rob sound. That's badass. That's nice. It's very very it's very Texas sprinkled in there. It's nice.
You see that? I like what you did there.
It's got that Texas sprinkle bass, and then it's like it gets low. You're like, okay, I hear it, but it's different. It really is. The Florida culture, the sound is different. The tuning's different. The bass note, that do 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 do. That whole kicking in your chest. That's my box bass.
Yeah.
So I know if it sounds like my box bass, that ain't Texas like low end bass. That ain't Audio Hoggz bass, or that ain't Brad bass. That they can put out. So or Henry.
This is gonna be so much fun.
Gets low now. Like Henry's is a beast. API bass. So it's going to be exciting to hear the bass comp. And like I said, I'm not talking shit. I'm just giving an opinion of what I heard and what my 30 years of audio. Okay, perfect.
Hey, but you know, it's always fun like that, man. As long as people don't get offended and stuff like that, and for his name to be Joker, I'm pretty sure you know he's not gonna get offended. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's be a Joker. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But let's go out and let's play these things and let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that'll be cool.
This is gonna be so much fun. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. Gonna be fun.
But you know, I've never been. I mean, I've been to Florida quite a few times, but never on a bike. I never rode through it. Everybody's talking about the ride to the Keys. Have you ever drove through Florida, JT?
Not through the Keys. No, I haven't been south to Miami.
Yeah,
so I've just been, you know, up north.
I think that'll be cool. So it'll be a good show. We're looking forward to it. We'll be out there having some fun. Y'all will see us.
Now you said you have 2 new builds. Are those 2 gonna be ready for November, or that's just like future builds?
I don't know. You know, like now since we kind of raised the bar, we're making it pretty. It takes stuff so much longer. Let's just slap some rhino line on it and pull it out. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know. We'll see. If they're ready for Miami, then it'll be great. If not, then we'll just save them for next year. Because that's some pretty strong bikes.
All right.
Yeah, I've been Rainmaker's getting a makeover, but it probably won't be until Sling Experience. So
you go with a 70 inch, right?
Gonna go to 85. No.
No, he's gonna just put wheels and speakers on a TV and just hit the slingshot.
TV floor.
Nah, man, that's cool.
He's asking about. He's saying, "Tell us about Super Slings."
Was that TJ?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a date, well, 3 dates actually that we have in mind that we're going to put out, right? So we're just waiting to like finalize our things. So Super Sling is similar to how Audio Hoggz was born, right? So now, as you guys know, we do have big boxes and we have big bass, and even when we try to attempt to follow the rules of 3-Wheel Showdown this year, but we just couldn't get it right? So we had a big issue with Phoenix, and we're just like, cool, 1 sub, no BBL, stock look. All right, bet. Let's do it. Let's snatch out the gas tank. Let's build a sub in the middle of it. You know, let's turn that whole back into a 6-order bandpass box, and let's run it. And I was like, nope, you can't do that. It has to be behind the seats. It was like, oh, shoot. So that took out the fun. So then it's like with Maniac, it was like, all right, no extended boxes, sub boxes can't go out the back. So like, all right, cool. Well, let's put the subs on the fender pod, you know, because there's no restrictions on the fender pod. They're like, no, it sticks out too far. You can't do it. So, you know, you're a heavyweight. So like, oh, man. So now it's like with my bikes, I like to build big bikes, right? And I like to be able to have big sound, big bass. And at the time, you know, we were homeless. And a lot of my bikes, we needed somewhere to go and play. We needed somewhere to go and have fun where other big bikes would be there and play too, you know? So we just figured like, you know what? If we don't have a home, then I just have to build a home for us. And that's where we came up with the idea of Super Slings, right? Now, it's funny, the name. I don't know if y'all watch cartoons, but I like watching cartoons. So it's like the cartoon The Incredibles. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
And when they got power, they call them supers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where the name comes from with the Super Sling. So it's like,
we got power.
Yeah, we got power, baby. You know what I'm saying? So like they're supers. And what I wanted to do is be able to like have because a lot of people go and see these big bikes. Like when Rod bike, even when he go out and play, people want to see it. With Brad bike, people want to hear it. Like that's the first thing you want to see is these big bikes. So I feel like if we could create a home for these people that want to have these big builds, then let's go. Like I know if Brad can go up against a lot of other big heavyweights like him, it'll make it more enjoyable, you know, like for people to have these big builds to play against other people with big builds, you know, so something that's specifically for that. However, I didn't realize how much it took to actually set these things up. So dates, location, money, that part is the easy part, but it's a lot of logistical things that need to go on within the city, you know, like the ordinance, like the toilets, the emergency routes, you know, like all these things have to be planned out. So it's a little bit more work than I thought, you know, just with having dates and locations. And now, since I see a lot of these independent shows being so successful, you know, it just makes me think like, should we do 3 shows or should we just do 1 big show in Texas? So We just kind of on the fence about a lot of stuff, but Super Sling is definitely coming next year, and I definitely want to be able to have a lot of these big bikes to go out and just like shoot it out. And I feel like it's something that people, not just slingshot people, but just people that's builders, creators, that have a passion for music will come and see these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's cool.
that's what Super Sling is. So we have this where it can come out to where people can just come out and check it out. Like I'm sure if Brad bike is sitting there and the little glove thing is up, it's about 150,000 fingerprints on that little glove of people just touching it. It's just cool stuff. And you want like people like to see creativity, And that's where Super Sling came from.
That's cool. That's kind of exciting. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea.
So just bring like whatever you want to build. You want to make some super crazy wild stuff like Jack, like when he make the shack stuff and like the new front end, like whatever you want to make that's wild, bring it. It's a Super Sling. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it'll be dope.
It got powers.
It got power, baby.
It got power, so it's a super.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
All right. I got a comment that Ted is slacking on, but somebody from South Florida is saying that they're going to put $5,000 up that Joker is going to keep that base in Florida.
Ain't nobody putting no money up. Nobody wants to do that.
Well, look,
So, I don't know.
I
Nobody
tell
wants
you what.
to do that. I'll put $50 because no one will want to shoot nobody over $50.
Yeah, I don't know about 5,000.
Well,
when everybody
so
starts
let's
talking
do
about
this.
that big money, it's never going to work because
Yeah,
no one will lose 5,000.
I understand that. I would definitely put it up, though, by the way. But I understand that. But we would have to. I get what you're saying too, JT, because that's a lot of pressure on the judges. Because, like you said,
like if we all put money together for a pot for the winner, that's one thing. But if one person says, "I'm putting this up," that's never going to work.
I really don't even care about the money part. Really, I mean, I don't back down from challenges, by the way. But I think that to keep it fun and less controversy, I just want to take the trophy. And then, if he could come out to Sling Experience next year and win it back, you come win it back. I'll bring it.
Perfect.
I think that's such a fun thing, like the traveling trophy of.
Yes,
I like that idea.
Yes,
trophy.
Yes. Cause see, now this is gonna be messy. Now I know I'm gonna probably have the cartel or something at my door in the morning, but if it's like a King of Miami trophy, I want to take that.
Oh my God. All right, I'm taking notes, by the way.
I didn't mean that. I swear to God, I didn't mean it. I just wanted to say it. Don't write that down, okay?
I did. I wrote it down.
Delete this out of the live.
But you know what?
We call it like King of Sound or something.
But you know,
King of Miami.
Like, I'm gonna say this, right?
Is Audio Hoggz gonna sponsor that trophy?
Listen, you gotta be messy. You gotta be messy.
You were messy. You're messy, so I have to be messy back.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was about to be saved by the bell. What you was about to say, JT?
No, you're good. I'm gonna let you answer that question.
Come on, man. I'm trying to get you to help me out here, man. You gotta catch the signals, JT. You gotta catch the signals, JT. Pick up on them, man. Hey, you go drink some water. You ain't thirsty. Come on, man. Pick up on me, man.
What I was gonna say is,
there you go.
You start the the camaraderie, the battle, like who's gonna bring the trophy home. So but what's always great about the Slingshot community and the Slingshot audio is if there's somebody else watching this podcast from some other state thinking, fuck Florida and fuck Texas, I'm bringing that shit back to Jersey. Now what?
Yeah.
You never know. Or there's some dude in Oklahoma going, nope.
Man,
I'll show them what's up. Like
you are so right about that. That's what Henry did out to all of us middleweights in Memphis. Everybody trying to predict their winners. Nobody said anything about pandemic.
Yes, no.
And he came through and kicked everyboody butt. You know what I'm saying? But so you're absolutely right with that.
We're focused on, it's coming back to Texas, baby, and that shit might go to Virginia,
right.
Well, I'm about to make this the trophy.
Oh,
that's
shit.
it.
Now,
no fighting at the show. This is gonna be the trophy.
Now everything's bigger in Texas.
We got to have a big ass trophy. Come on.
Well, that's why Audio Hoggz is going to sponsor that big ass trophy, right?
Paula, why you keep coming back to this? Let's change that name to Keisha Jones right there. Let's change that right there, Keisha. Y'all can talk about that in the female group.
You know, but the whole best bass, like that's a good category. That's a good question. Like how could you put it together? Like you don't have to play the same song.
No, I think the only real way to do that is with a meter. Because some bass doesn't travel the same, so the meter would be fair for the ear, for the person. But I think you could play the same songs, and let's say 6 songs for 12 seconds or whatever, 15 seconds, and then the best out of 6 or whatever. You know what I mean? Because not all will sound the best. So. Yeah, it's really hard to judge it, because you're absolutely right. Because our ears are trained for low bass. And Florida ears are trained for high bass, so they can hear that boom, and their crowd like, oh my God, and then you hear that low rumble, and they're like, I mean, I can feel it, but I can't really hear it, So it's just different bass. It's hard to. I get that though. I mean,
and the first thing that's gonna happen, since you're gonna sponsor the trophy, right? If Texas wins, then they won because it's a Audio Hoggz trophy, but then. If, because the judges, whoever they are, wherever they're from, if Joker keeps the trophy or someone from down here keeps the trophy, because the judges are from there. Like, so.
Yeah. So that's right. Maybe we shouldn't sponsor the trophy because of that.
No, you should.
Perfect.
You should. Regardless,
good out. That's perfect. Yeah, don't want to get involved, because the logistics. Perfect.
Nah, man, that's all good though.
Oh, look, now we just have Bumblebee saying, "Light 'em up, we'll sponsor the trophy." How about that?
Oh, Bumblebee on the high horse because he just beat everybody.
And Storm is saying we have a judge from different states. Okay. Eek.
All I know is I'm not a judge. I'm out. I'm just gonna sit on the sideline and be like, that was garbage.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what? I'm going to change the name of King of Miami. Motherfucking Queens of Miami. How about that?
Oh, goddamn.
Because I know a woman's going to win that trophy. So.
Maybe. Uh-huh. That's right.
Oh, look. See? Look. Read. I'm going to give you the honors of reading your wife's comment.
Damn.
Please read Keisha's comment. Please, go ahead.
My phone froze. No, hey, that's cool though. 10-inch sub cut into a Chanel bag for the female winner. Okay, look at that.
There you go. Or if they really want to put up the 5,000, we can just go buy a Chanel bag. There you go. Whoever the winner, the female winner is.
Yep. JT and Ted, this is both y'all fault.
Putting up the 5K?
No, this whole woman empowerment movement, man. You just let them do whatever they want.
I know. It's 2024. You get beat up for, mansplaining. I ain't gonna say shit. I'm like, that's right, Paula. Good job.
Look, we have Moet also saying Boss Mode will co-sponsor this event. Don't play with me. I'm gonna send you a message right now with information on where to send your money.
Send it to me in the girls group. Send it to my burner account.
Matter of fact, anybody want to sponsor? I'm gonna add you to the ladies chat for 48 hours. And you can see everything we talked about.
Nah, man, it's cool though. I'm excited to come out there and party with y'all. I think the next show that we're doing, we got a show out here in Houston with Space City. Yes. And then after Houston, we're going to Mississippi. Then after Mississippi, we're going to Daytona. So, we're going to the biker event. Daytona Beach that weekend. Then we're going to Panama that next weekend. And then afterwards, we have a rally here in Houston. And once we leave Galveston. Once we leave Galveston, we headed to you. So we got some ripping and running to do. We're going to be some road hogs.
Yeah.
For about the next 30-something days.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely coming up fast too. You know, like
it is. Oh
it's
yeah, we're coming to
crazy.
Dallas too. I forgot about that show. So that's gonna be in between.
Okay, yeah. Yep, next month in October.
Yeah. But nah,
Perfect.
man, it's always a pleasure, when you get
And
to pull up and
what's
see
your
a lot of
social
people.
media website? How can people get a hold of you and your company?
Check us out, Audio Hoggz. That's Hoggz, Hoggz. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Websites, audiohogs.com, www.audiohogs.com. And if y'all need us, you come see us. We're on the southwest side of Houston, also known as Missouri City. So pull up. If y'all want to just see some stuff, hear some stuff, talk
Cool.
noise, whatever y'all want to do, man. Everybody's welcome. Come on to the shop.
Definitely, man. We
Yeah.
really appreciate having you on, and definitely, giving us some background and on one of the Texas-based kings. So we appreciate your knowledge and your input, man. And definitely, that's what it's about, sharing that info with the community and just, bringing everybody closer together. Whether it's a little friendly shit talking or just
Yeah.
having fun. That's you said it the best. I mean, you got to have that back and forth camaraderie. It's no big deal. Fucking let's have fun.
Let's do it, man. And yeah, we having a show at our shop too on the 5th of October. Now it's based around motorcycles, but I want to do something for slings too. So I'll be posting that information probably tomorrow morning. So
Okay.
we have a motorcycle show at the shop on the 5th. So if we can get a few local slings out there to come out there, because the biker world don't really know what slingshots can do.
Yeah, no.
They're used to like the 4 or 5 years ago with the JL audio and the lights on them, just like stupid loud and no bass. So they
Yep.
don't really know what the slingshots can do. So they kind of call me a traitor because I've been building more slingshots and bikes. So we're
Yeah.
having a motorcycle show at the shop October the 5th. So if any of my slingshot big bill buddies can come through and show them what slingshots can do, I think that'd be pretty cool,
Yeah.
So y'all let us know. We'll be there.
That'd be awesome. Cool, man. Good deal, Alan. We appreciate having you on. And, man, you take it easy. Stay safe out there.
Yes, sir. I'm going to stay swinging.
All right, buddy. Yes, sir.
Keisha, look for the man in the chat. Look for the man in the chat, Keisha. As soon as I finish this live, we're meeting. Meeting in the chat, ladies.
It's past her bedtime.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right. Take it easy, Alan.
Yep.
Well, cool, Paula. That was exciting. Yeah, it's funny trying to get everybody all riled up, And like I said, it'll be somebody from another state that will show up and take all the trophies. You never know, man. You can't be narrow-minded, and especially in this audio stuff because people are out there building and doing stuff. So
right. And crazy. If you lose, it's always because of this or because of that, or they blame whatever it is. You just fucking lost. Like that's it.
And that's it. You just gotta try again. Like go to the go back to the drawing board, but what could you have done better, and like try to look at yourself honestly like that. And I think nobody can really say I suck today. It's like, dude, it's okay. Shit, figure it out, move forward. But so what's who do we got coming up next week, Paula? I forget. I think I wrote it down.
Kyle from Real Audio next Wednesday. Oh, there we go.
I don't know what happened. There we go.
Yeah, we have Kyle from Real Audio on next Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we'll talk with them scheduled too. Part of the schedule at least for October. Oh yeah, October 2nd we have Ricky. And that's the next
Ricky.
2.
Is it Ricky Will and Mo?
Yes.
Yep. Promoting the Dallas SF massive meetup.
Yes.
So I should know that. That's my people. But it's going to be a fun event, And you're going to make it down? Are you going to be there?
I told you guys need to text Ron. My room is booked. My room has been booked since the second week that you guys all put it out. I booked it. And Mo found me a rental slingshot. I didn't book that because, that was way too far in advance. But you guys got to text Ron. Send him a message.
Yeah. Tell him, come on, Ron.
Yeah.
You got to come through.
But it's also hard because, man, putting these events together, this shit is not easy.
No. You get to see that firsthand with your event. And November. So it's a big deal, and I think that's what people don't understand whenever they if they have a bad opinion about a show, or this didn't do this or this didn't do that, and it's like you don't know until you try to do one. I mean, there's so much that goes into it. It's not like we could just show up at a parking lot and hang out for 7 hours and give trophies away. It's not free. Like, it doesn't do that, and it's always good to see when other people do it and they're like, dude, this shit is hard to do. I'm like, yeah, I know. It is. And people take it for granted. They think, oh, I can show up to this badass parking lot in the mall and there's toilets over here and there's food vendors and it's all just done. And no, it takes a little bit to put it together. So if you can, and then they'll cry about a $20 entry fee, and it's like, that ain't shit, for what it took to put this together. So yeah, give them a little compassion.
Yeah.
But it is. At the end of the day, it's still fun. You want to show off your slingshot. You want to bring it somewhere. You put thousands of dollars in it. So, hey, pay $20 to get in, and, $50 to enter the competition. Like, nobody's getting rich off doing this. So it's not fun.
Right. And some of these venues, they cost money. Like, I know a lot of them are free, but I'll tell you right now, the one for Miami, that shit was not free.
Yeah.
So you guys better pay for this damn entry fee, please, before my husband doesn't let me go to any more shows ever.
Yeah, exactly. You have to sell all your slingshots.
He shuts down this whole thing.
Yeah. But it'll be fun. I'm excited for sure. And so yeah, I think that's all we got. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go to YouTube and help us out. Help us be somebody important. We want to be able to do more for the community. I mean, we do what we can with what we have. So the more followers and subscribers we have on YouTube, the more we can do. So the more the name gets out there, we appreciate that. And so yeah, I think that's all I got, Paula. I think we're done. Yeah,
please like and subscribe. We have 287 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Just click the button. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. It doesn't cost you $1 to subscribe. So
we don't even get paid.
Yeah. We made $0 today, and I think you get double zero because we gave you a raise.
Yes.
So perfect. Awesome. Well, we'll see y'all next Wednesday then for another episode. But we appreciate y'all stopping by. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Thanks a lot.